Your Majesty, many thanks for visiting the agency. I'm Stefan Tierstrup, I'm the Chief Medical Officer here and the host of today, so to speak, at least the chairman of what is going to happen. We are so pleased having you here. So to start today's conference, I will first give the floor to our Executive Director, EMA Cook. Please, EMA.
Thank you very much, Stefan, and thank you all for being here. It's really an amazing sight to see so many of you gathered here together. So, good morning, everybody, Your Majesty, dear friends and colleagues. Welcome to the European Medicines Agency. I need to find an Irish. Fáilte welcome, bienvenue. It is a pleasure to host you here at our Amsterdam offices. This is a very special occasion for us as we celebrate 30 years of strong science in our fourth office location. We especially welcome our former executive directors, Fernand, who's online, Thomas, Andreas, and Guido. I'm also delighted that many of our former management board chairs, Strawn, Krista, Lorraine, and Rui could be with us in person today, and I know that others are online. We welcome also our chairs of committees, our experts, our healthcare and patient representatives, and many of our staff, both past and present. Thank you all for being here. And let me also give a warm welcome to colleagues and friends who have not been able to join but are joining us online. Today, it's about celebrating science. We celebrate EMA's history, its story, and what it means for public health in the European Union. Your Majesty, thank you for hosting us in your country. We have now been in Amsterdam for 6 years, and it's our new home, and we are very pleased to be here. Because really science runs in the Dutch DNA. This country is home to 13 Nobel laureates. The Netherlands is responsible for the invention of the microscope, the existence of vitamins, and the discovery of bacteria and viruses. And these are all achievements of Dutch scientists. Now, unfortunately, our DG Sante commissioner cannot be with us in person today because of a last-minute conflict. But we are delighted that so many Commission colleagues are with us, are able to be with us today. It is really our partnership with the European Commission, now especially DG Sante, that has allowed EMA to fulfill its scientific goals over the last 60 years. Now, today we are celebrating our 30th birthday. We are looking back and we are looking forward. When EMA was founded in 1995, the world was a very different place. We were processing paper-based applications, huge boxes of files, struggling through data and information, trying to make our way, understand what was being presented. In fact, we have an archive exhibition on our ground floor that we hope you'll have the chance to look at later. The filings were quite difficult. They were overwhelming, and we spent thousands of hours trying to make our way through the data and graphs to make sense and see whether the evidence did support the authorization of these medicines. But we felt like pioneers. Our goal was the first ever truly European system for assessing medicines. A body that would serve, promote, and protect public health. It would mobilize the best scientific minds from across Europe to generate the highest quality evaluations to make a difference to millions of patients' lives. We were building a network that would become the envy of the world. Now, before COVID, despite our scientific successes, few people had really heard about medicines regulation. And then everything changed. The pandemic thrust us into the spotlight, and suddenly everyone turned to us for answers. And I am proud of the answers that we gave. I'm proud of the science that we enabled and the vaccines and medicines that we made available to millions of European citizens. In the last 30 years, the medicines EMA has approved have changed people's lives. In the past 5 years alone, we have recommended 430 medicines, including cancer treatments, Alzheimer's, and the first gene editing treatment using CRISPR technology. For animals, we have recommended 40 new vaccines. And in addition, we've done extensive work on antimicrobial resistance. We have broken down barriers to enter a new age of international collaboration where regulators connect, share, and align to improve public and animal health. Now, what difference does that make? Well, last week I sat on a panel with Jimmy. Jimmy is a sickle cell disease sufferer whose life has been changed by CRISPR technology. Literally, he went from intense pain and bedridden to climbing Kilimanjaro. This is the type of difference that we can make as regulators. And every day we make a difference to the life of a patient is a day we should be proud. Science makes our life better. We know more about our world and ourselves because of science. We are better as people. And we must never take it for granted. We must celebrate it as a vital pillar in our democratic societies. And this is up to us, the scientists, to do just that. Because what happens if we don't celebrate science? We don't learn. We don't connect. We don't appreciate the fundamental role it plays in our daily lives and how it helps us progress and serve our patients. So this is what today is all about: celebrating science, sharing our stories, and learning from one another. So please embrace the spirit of learning and discovery today. Let us engage together in this wonderful program. Now, science and medicines regulation is all about continuous learning. And as my daughter says, every day is a school day. So since we came to the Netherlands, my staff have been working on their Dutch skills. And I have been secretly engaging with Duolingo. And Duolingo thinks I'm great. But I'm not so sure. Majesteit, collega's en vrienden. Wij hopen dat jullie genieten van deze viering van de wetenschap. Welcome to our celebration of 30 years of science.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Executive Director, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be here with you, coming from Fortress The Hague and making it out of there today. That was the biggest gift, I think, of being here today. But I would like to take this opportunity to say a few words and express my support for you and the important work you do. 4.5 years ago, I also visited EMA, not physically, but digitally. I remember it well, and we're in the middle of the corona pandemic. We're also in lockdown. Here in the Netherlands, we've just begun administering new vaccines, which, after thorough assessment, had been authorized by EMA. I was briefed on the full scope of your work, and I thought, what a blessing to have EMA, and how wonderful that this European organization has been based in the Netherlands since 2019. All the knowledge, all the experience, right here on our doorstep. You safeguard an essential common interest, medicine that protects our health, with authority and clarity for 450 million Europeans. I'm extremely proud of the fact that EMA has found its home in the Netherlands. What characterizes our healthcare is high standards, innovation, and the pooling of expertise. In every one of those aspects, you are an inspiration. And actually, I would like to add to that. I was in Osaka a couple of weeks ago, and we visited the Nakanoshima Cross, regenerative medication. And one of the reasons why they collaborate with the Dutch is not only because of our scientists, but because EMA is here in the Netherlands. You are essential also for our scientists and our industry, so thank you very much for that. So that's why I'd like to congratulate you all with your 30th anniversary, and may I wish you every success for your extremely valuable work which you carry out. And I look forward to seeing you again. And now I have the honor to push the simple button to do something very important to open your conference. Thank you very, very much.